You can be very rich and still need emotional or other kind of support. Probably need it much more than a poor man who is very happy in a simple yet enjoyable lifestyle with a family, who is well adjusted to life. So, even if you're poor, you can help. You can help by guiding a rich person probably in the right direction. Sometimes rich people do get also misled, and I think this is not an axiom or a suggestion only for the rich to do or the middle class to do, but help the poor and the needy, irrespective of whether they are financially well off or not, or irrespective of where you are in the pecking order. Everyone can do something to help somebody else. I think being guided by love is basic to all religions, is basic to all faiths, and should be basic to everything we do in life. I would merely add to that another point which I also see in Frontliners, which is help those who are differently abled. Help those who are differently abled to achieve their life's aspirations. I think up here there's something that we can do really, which is in terms of putting out a hand of support to those who may otherwise not be able to fulfill their life's aspirations without that kind of support. I mention these only in passing. I think the main point is that we have in Frontliners an organization which is helping all those they can reach out to, and I think we need to congratulate them for it. And we hope this time we cross 1 crore. I've been told to say that Frontliners hopes to this time cross 1 crore services or rupees. Oh, no, it says services up there, but I think, yeah, maybe dollars or dinars would be a little more ambitious, but let's go for it. And I'm sure that that is money that will be then passed on to those who are needy, etc. But let's not merely classify it in financial terms. It's nice to cross particular landmarks, and 1 crore is always a good one to have. I guess it's over several years. You couldn't have... Over 13 years, okay. It seemed otherwise a little unrealistic to me if you were trying to do 1 crore tonight. But I understand it's over 13 years. I wish them all the best. I think this is an organization which has been supportive of others, both in Kuwait and in India. And I think that's a really nice aspect of what they're doing. Let us congratulate them, and I'm happy to join in this ceremony as they release a book on community services. There are also a whole lot of pages here on what the embassy provides and various other organizations in Kuwait, and I think this would be a useful reference for anyone. Again, I think you can go a little beyond. At some stage bring it out in other language versions if you find the responses there, because many of those who may benefit the most from it probably don't know English and or even Hindi. There's as you know, I'm not revealing a secret, a big community who speaks Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, etc. And it might be worth thinking of doing something to meet their interests. So with these words, thank you so much, and I look forward to enjoying for a little while the evening with you before I move on. But certainly, I'm sure you would enjoy yourselves thoroughly at this function, and I compliment the organizers once again for all the good work that they've done over the year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My learning tonight. Actions and words speak the loudest. That has really touched my heart. And the fact that we, all of us present here, are all differently able to help the differently abled. Let's take this moment to make that vow to ourselves that tonight we will make the effort to help the differently abled in our own little way. Thank you, sir. And while all of us are familiar with what Frontliners actually does, we are aware that it is very, very highly involved with community services. I would like to invite Advisor Mr. Lakshmi Narayan to explain what Frontliners really does. Please give him a very warm welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My loving dignitaries on the stage, honorable guests, I mean all of you. It's you who have made Frontliners as proud as to reach out to the 1 crore mark today. 3 cheers to all the people who have come all the way in the weekend to spend time with us. Every NRI society has got a motto. But this group, which started off in '98, has a total different motto. As NRIs, we always have fun, frolic, and that is what all association activities, including many other associations in which I have been involved since the time I came here in '94. But one simple person, way back in '98, had a different vision. I think all of us, we would have always heard of the great speech of Kennedy. Think not what the country has done to you, think of what you have done to the country. Each of us are here because of that proud Bharat which has made us here, and let's all be relishing that glorious moment of being born as an Indian. Today, whether it is every walk of life, economy, technology, or life, or the Kuwaiti woman who was with us some time back, she touched it very clearly. It's Indians and Indians and Indians, and this is going to be what we are going to have in 20 years' time in every corner of the world. Frontliners, we marked a difference in '98. Community service, and it's pure community service. I would have one special word. This is also a sentence which I have seen on some of the papers. For every human who is born, every human who is born, service to mankind is the rent which he pays for living in this earth. So this exactly was one which has moved us today from what we were in '98. In this 13 years of time, started by the good soul and a small group, N.C. Mohandas, today has ushered in the whole Indian community. Frontliners is not state-centric, area-centric. It's India which has brought us all together. We started with a small amount of fund that was collected. And last year, we crossed that 92 lakh mark. And this year, we are proudly crossing the 1 crore mark of social work back in our homeland. We are proud to say, from '98 until today, we have paid the tuition fees and the education for at least 100 students every year, and we will continue to do this as long as Frontliners remain. Not only for education, whether it comes to elderly home, orphanages, or AIDS center, be it, call it, service has been done. Even in the hot summer, you could see some of the Frontliners members who are absolutely doing honorary service, walking in the hot streets of Kuwait, distributing water and juice. Thank you very much to the ambassador who has guided us throughout in these type of activities, and we are so proud that we have been involved in all the service activities for the past 13 years. We are bright, we are very, very shining. I did not mean my head, I meant the motto in which we are moving on. With all your support, it's all your support which is carrying Frontliners, and we hope this will continue and more will join the Frontliners group, and let's make a more strong India. Thank you very much.
Like His Excellency, I too am inspired by Mahatma Gandhi, and I quote him now, "Be the change you want to see." And I believe in the vision of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who said, India will be a country with wings and fire in 2020. Whatever Mr. Lakshmi Narayan said here is not to boast about what Frontliners does. It is the effort that they have begun to be the change they want to see. Let us all join in that change and support